So you are probably someone who is within weighted calisthenics for a couple of weeks, months, or years. Your progress is growing great, you're building muscles, and you're getting strong. But one fine day, your progress stops. You think, alright, well, we can do better next time. And when next time comes, you fail again. And then in this next time, you think, alright, we can do it next time. Next time we'll perform better. And then you fail once again. And this cycle repeats. And then you find out it's been a month or two has passed and you haven't done anything good with your workouts. There is no progress. Are you someone who's stuck? Well, then this video is for you. Now, I might actually know what is going on with you because I myself have been stuck on a certain plateau for a couple of months now. And by the way, if you don't know what I do weighted calisthenics, and I have been doing this for like about an year now, I guess. Even though last year was pretty good, I'm still stuck on a plateau now. But well, it wasn't long enough until I realized why I was stuck on the plateau. Now, we all do know the common reasons for why you might be stuck on plateau, whether it might be protein intake, it might be not taking enough sleep, right? But well, I have a few more reasons that I'm going to point out, and you probably might not even know these reasons. So, well, let's get ahead with the reasons. So, here are some of my top 5 reasons for why you might have not been getting any progress in your workouts. So, the first reason which I would like to point out is having a low body fat percentage. If your body fat percentage is too low, well, you will start feeling low energy levels, and well, that will be one of the reasons that hinders your progress. I think anything below 12 or 10% will hinder your progress. So, yeah, just eat more calories if that's the case. Reason number 2, not enough water intake. Now, you probably already know that you got to drink 8 glasses of water. That's what our elders have been teaching us, right? And that's what we have learned in school, 8 glasses of water. But yeah, while throughout the day water is important, even during our workouts you have to make sure you're drinking plenty of water. I recommend to drink water between each set. In fact, if we were to talk about me, I personally consume 1 liter of water while I work out, which is my workouts last like 45 minutes to up to an hour max. That's as much as it is currently. So yeah, between each set I just take a huge sip of water, and well, that's as it is. You got to stay hydrated, it's very important. Point number 3, gaining weight or bulking. Now, well, while this video is specifically meant for people who do weighted calisthenics, or I think I should say this specific point more likely is meant only for people who are doing weighted calisthenics or calisthenics. So let's say you weigh about 70 kilograms, you're doing added 10 or 20 kg dips. Let's say 20 kg for now. You're 70 weigh 70 kilograms and you do 20 kilo dips, all right? And after let's say 4 months, your body weight is 80 kilograms and you are still stuck on the weight of 20 kilograms on dips. So now is this progress? I would say definitely this is progress. So you can just imagine it this way, you are basically moving extra 30 kilograms. So you're doing a 30 kilogram weighted dip. Well, just imagine it in a positive way. And that actually makes sense because you're definitely stronger than you initially were. Even if, let's taking the worst case scenario, you have gained 10 kilograms of fat instead of 10 kilograms of muscle. But still you are able to do dips with 30 kilograms, right? By which I mean 20 kg extra weight and 10 kg that you just gained. So in total, which is extra 30 kilograms. Well, I'm pretty sure no one in weighted calisthenics will gain 10 kilos of fat within 3 months. I just took this as a scenario. Most probably you gain 10, even if you gain 10 kilogram of muscle and you're still stuck at 20 kg dips, I would still say that is progress. If you do weighted calisthenics, you just got to realize that as you're trying to bulk as well as do weighted calisthenics, well, your weights in the body weight movements, such as if you're doing weighted pull-ups and you're also bulking, obviously the movement is going to get harder. So within this point, what I'm basically trying to imply is that you are in the illusion of not having progress while actually having progress. So basically what happened was you bulked and gained weight within a time span of just a few months. But also within these few months, you weren't really able to progressively overload in your workouts. And this is what makes you think you didn't progress. But while you should be looking on the positive side that you were able to gain 10 kilograms of weight. So yeah, basically you did make progress. Now, my next point is going to be not taking enough rest between sets. Well, to be honest, this point is actually determined by you and your body. Your body should know how long rest you need between workout. Now, assuming you are doing weighted calisthenics, like say you're doing weighted pull-ups, you gotta you gotta increase the amount of rest you're incorporating in between your sets. Let's say you're doing about 20 kilogram pull-up, then I would recommend you rest about 4 minutes or 5 minutes, depending on how your body feels. Yeah, well, I think 4 minutes should be the minimum for it. Now, well, the last point which I would like to point out is having a high body fat percentage. Now, well, hear me out. I know you are thinking it's pretty obvious. Obviously, a person who is fat won't be able to progress in weighted calisthenics, isn't that? But well, in this case, I'm not just talking about people who are fat. Even if your body fat percentage, I say, is about 15%, there are chances that it might hinder your progress. In my case, my progress was going pretty good until I had maintained about 15 to 16% body fat. As it went above 16% in my case, my progress pretty much slowed down, I would say. So yeah, basically what I mean is going too high on body fat percentage, which well I would say above 15, can result in progress hindrance. And well, now you might be remembering going too low on body fat percentage is also bad, which I just said previously in my video, and well, that is also correct. So I, according to me, my ideal body fat percentage range would be like I think 12. Pretty much, I think 12% is the perfect goal for me. I think. And well, I suppose 12% will be pretty perfect for most people as well because it's not too low, it's not too high as well. So I think 12% will be perfect for further progressing in weighted calisthenics. Or I think this same rule might also apply in bodybuilding as well. So now every point, as I said, just told you, these were the main points which I would wanted to highlight, and I thought maybe there is a chance you might not know any, maybe one of these points. And well, of course, there are more points such as not taking enough protein intake. But well, I don't think I need to go further on these points because these points are just, well, common knowledge, I suppose. And in this particular video, I just wanted to highlight five main points which most people might not know. In fact, even I didn't know until my progress was hindered and I had to do research. Or there are chances I might be inaccurate about the body fat percentage. Well, let me know in the comments. But yeah, in my experience, going above 15% was a bad idea. Well, if you have any personal experience regarding, well, any of the points which I said, maybe because this point you didn't implement, this happened, or so, please let me know in the comments. I appreciate every single comment I get. And well, yeah, obviously subscribe to my channel and thank you for watching.